Okay.
Come on, somebody go out. Let's go.
Have you got it figured out, honey?
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah, I think so. Karen, you point.
Me?
Of course you know what, Karen? Kind of get. You know what?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, come on in. All right, now watch really carefully. We'll start being more obvious. Is it this one?
No.
Is it this one?
No.
Is it this one?
No.
Is it this one? Yeah.
You
Got it.
see? Yeah.
I'm so worried about
You got it?
do that.
Sam's got it. Go.
But I don't want to take hours.
Who thinks they've got it? Rubbish to you?
No, we have to try this again here.
One more time.
Something just dawned on me.
Vicky, do you have it? Gail?
What kind of demos in here?
I
didn't
want
to You got it? Okay, I'll do it and it'll be more obvious, okay? So you guys can get it? Okay.
We don't want
Don't be too obvious?
I don't be too I'll do it. Let me.
Okay.
I won't be so.
I want to be obvious.
Ready?
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, which one is it?
Okay. Is it this one? No. Is it this one?
Okay, I'll try it now.
Okay.
I hope we.
I hope so.
That was obvious.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hey, I'll be. Yeah, I'll give you. I'll do it real obvious. Watch Dana's toes. Hey. All right. Okay. And then between his face, watch his left eyebrow.
You ready?
You ready?
Oh,
This one?
No.
Is this one?
No.
That was great.
Yeah.
Hey.
You got it, Sandy. You got it.
Okay.
Now, did you get it?
No. Okay. Now, turn your head again. We'll see if we can.
Hey,
Okay. This is the one.
you're supposed to be nice to me.
Okay. Okay.
Who
Now.
was it that said they were going to be nice to the Fulmers?
Okay.
That was probably yours.
You. I think. Okay.
It was your husband.
Let's see now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or this one, like means, is it this one?
I don't.
I think you're messing around. I think I did. I probably did.
The first time you pointed right there.
No, first time I pointed right here.
But you went around. Yeah, but you went around and you started in that corner.
Oh,
First time
I'm
you
sorry.
started-
But I was going around and I was going, is it this one?
She had the idea.
Wait a minute, what's this one? No.
That means it'd be the bottom one here. Okay, shall we spill the beans?
Oh, right here. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The light bulb came on. Okay, does everybody understand it now?
Yeah.
Okay, you have a grid. Everything's laid out on a grid. The first one you point to corresponds to the one in the grid.
See if we got it.
Okay, I didn't look there today. Anybody going?
Hey, what if you said this one? Okay, they know about magazines, but do they know about scissors?
I do.
You know this one? All right.
I played
The scissors, you have to pass them, but there's only certain ways you can do it. You can pass them way across. Okay? When I pass them, I change it around, I'll pass them to you cross. Now, how do you receive them? You received them cross. Now, would you pass them to Greg? How are you going to pass them?
I played it right now.
And cross? No, she passed them cross.
Cross, that's right.
Okay.
That was right.
You passed them cross.
Maybe there is.
How are you going to receive them, Greg?
You played this before, Pam.
Cheater.
Okay.
Played it before.
Okay, you got to receive them. How you going to receive them crossed or uncrossed?
Go ahead. Go for it.
I mean, you got a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, except if she stabs me.
You're wrong.
Now say it again.
Okay, you pass the scissors and receive them crossed or uncrossed. However you do it is,
I receive them crossed.
Oh, you receive, yeah, all right, you receive them crossed. I'll give you that. How'd you pass them? How are you passing them, Greg?
Oh, I'm passing them crossed.
Yeah. How'd you receive them?
Cross.
Yeah. How do you pass them?
Cross.
That's right.
Bring.
Now move the scissors. How'd you receive them? How'd you receive
Yeah.
Uncross.
Open.
All right. All right, now, how you gonna pass
Over
them?
here. I'm gonna get his hand.
Pass them across. How'd you
Pass
receive
them
them?
open. I don't know what that point is.
He passed them to you open, but how did you receive them?
Uncrossed.
Cross.
No, you received them crossed.
I passed them uncrossed.
Now, how are you gonna pass them? Pass them to Gail.
Uncrossed.
No, you passed them crossed.
Well, uncrossed.
Okay, now Gail, how'd you receive them?
I don't mean,
Yeah, that's right.
somebody just rang your
Now, how do you
door.
pass them? That's right. Now,
We need to get some more chairs.
did you receive them?
wait a minute.
I received them uncrossed.
She
got them uncrossed and passed them crossed?
No, she got her crossed.
Oh. That's crossed.
No,
Okay, what do you
yeah, that's crossed. You're,
got them crossed. I got them this way.
now you're still
So you
crossed.
got uncrossed.
You got them crossed.
Why?
Now pass them on.
You better pass me. We'll try it on.
All right, as what?
Pass them crossed. How did you receive them?
We're both down. Crossed.
That's right. That's what, I didn't want to get
I received them.
First one, either way, right?
Oh, yeah.
I received them crossed.
No, uncrossed.
No, it's crossed. They're crossed.
You're crossed.
Oh, it's crossed.
You got crossed.
But he received them uncrossed.
He received them crossed.
He received them crossed though.
Yeah,
he did.
Uncrossed and then crossing them uncrossed.
That's right. Derek, how
That's an easy way.
I'm gonna receive them,
Don't confuse me. Because they're crossed.
these are crossed when you gave it to me.
Well, there.
Uncrossed, and I'm gonna pass them crossed.
Yeah, he passed them crossed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but you didn't receive it crossed.
You received them crossed.
You didn't receive it crossed.
and he's.
Let's play a little more. He received them crossed and he received them
He
crossed.
said he received it
Boy, am I sorry I
Oh,
gave you those again.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. I think we keep getting confused.
No.
Yeah, we got people playing the game.
confusing because we're playing two games.
We got different rules.
Now that's
That's
different.
what I thought.
How you get them on, and how you pass them on.
Well, they got
in the bottle.
Okay.
We should have brought a court.
I received these double crossed.
Got that lady.
Never do, you never do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got, yeah.
Okay, I received these
You know what?
double crossed.
I made it.
Oh, you received them
Steve's got a game.
uncrossed.
Okay, I received these.
Yeah, let's move the next game.
Yep, bad game. Not a bad game.
Oh,
But
it still will show up, it'll just be a little dark.
Go, okay, we're.
Should we? Because I gotta be able to write.
Well, listen, you just do it. Yeah, but we need to catch on.
Yeah, we gotta catch on.
Okay, let's see,
You just do it. Why don't the, no, don't tell us.
Don't even tell.
No,
everybody knows.
No, but we want to.
let me go out.
That was good, that was good.
All right.
Yeah, we did. Well, that, and then there was three of us almost.
Okay, as soon as we all get it, we might stop, but you haven't got it.
Who doesn't have it? Who does not have it? Okay, I'll have it. Just one.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
Did you get it, Cindy?
Okay, now, who picked?
Karen.
did.
Okay, come on in.
Writing cat.
Karen, you didn't spell it.
What is her niece or what?
You didn't spell it.
Karen wrote.
What? Your husband.
You guys are all different.
Okay, is there anybody that's a holdout on this one?
Who would tell us
I might get
No.
it now.
One more time. One more time.
Okay, let's make this obvious.
I'll go.
I'm gonna write it again.
I'll go.
You're such a good speller. Yeah.
I wrote Annette. Yeah, let's all get on the floor.
That was good.
Now, if there's anybody who gets that, we're gonna take you down.
You weren't there. I didn't see you. You kept moving all over.
You kept looking that way, that's why I knew it was that.
Did you know it was you? Okay, and I said, I can't see her, Donna. Did you know it was you that they picked you?
Why were you moving? Because we were all trying to mimic it. I was trying to get like this. Like, and he yelled, stop moving.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. And I know you guys messed it up somehow.
That's a nice picture.
We're really on.
The clock?
Mark Sweater?
Peter James.
Eric Sweater.
Eric?
Is it Eric Sweater?
No.
Steve Sweater. Ron's boots. Kathy slacks.
Yes. No.
We got it.
Finally.
Got it, Gabby? Got it?
Yes.
Does everybody have it?
Took a while.
Is it what?
The what? The what?
What?
The what?
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 It's a dog. Dog.
Cat. 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 Oh, cat.
What?
This is a what?
What?
What? Where do I go? What?
What?
What? No, you're a what? You say a what?
That's a
What?
what? That's a what?
What?
Ah! This is a what? Oh, no. This is a what? Oh, cat.
No.
Look at that.
Daddy's gonna do it again, then, dog.
Oh.
Stupid
Yeah, that's what.
We should have done a what and never came back, did it?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, now what is the end result? For everyone, just like a,
Oh,
like,
say what? Both of you say what?
What?
Hey, you go that way.
It's a what?
All right. So I went on the.
We're all done.
Nobody has talked to me for 10 years. What is this?
Okay, I'll do another game. You guys, New Year's is going to be here in about 10 minutes. So can't wait. Play one more game. Who is? Just the guys.
Hey, no way.
Oh, no way.
Hey, I'm Macho.
No way, Gail.
Hey, I'm Macho. Come on.
You're gonna do ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been known as a
Okay,
stork,
look
but
at
that's all right.
What do you do? This is really.
Why
don't you explain it, Dale? Roll up your mat. I'm embarrassed.
Horrible idea.
Hands off, everybody.
Okay, now.
All right.
Oh, good.
Honey, show the knee.
There you go. Let's see the kneecap.
Come on, we want to see the
We'll keep you
knee.
awake.
Hey, you have
Okay, here you go, Steph. Quiet. Okay, where do I go?
This is a dangerous.
Get down on your knees. Get down on your knees. Oh, on your knees.
I like this guy.
Where's that leg? Oh, feel it one more time. And then you gotta find your husband before 12 o'clock. Well, check the kneecaps. Keep it up. You'd be surprised how many guys know their husbands. Could you find Steve? Oh, no. No, down
Hope your hands aren't cold.
What? Look at
You really reject Brett. Even more.
Ooh, soft hand.
Who have I missed?
Don't feel any shoes. Don't feel the shoes. That one wants his leg felt one more time.
I don't think Mark said Harry.
Cats are taking shoes off.
Keep going.
Two more.
Going?
Whatever it is, she likes it.
What's that, my husband?
I hope it's close. I got a suggestion for the husband. Now, really, let's move on.
Hey, what's that?
Hey, Phil Cap. Yeah!
Yeah! Let's reverse these roles a little bit. Give me a minute.
Okay, you guys.
Okay, switch around.
What's this doing up here?
You're helping you
Learn
out.
that for Karen. Careful. No, I think it makes it funnier when the girls on the floor.
I think that Karen is enjoying this too much.
Good, save her.
Okay, next. Next.
Next, Karen, come on.
Having a great time over there.
I feel so cheap.
I'm really not this kind of a guy.
Lombardi.
That's that.
All right, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know. It's pretty fun with legs. Oh, don't fill the sock. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's Greg.
You're up next.
I never thought you'd try to fire you.
All right, fess up.
That could be it.
It is or it isn't.
I don't think so.
There's no more.
That was it.
No.
Correct it.
Yep.
You got it?
I want to know how you knew.
I'm ready now. I'm ready. I swear to God, I'm ready. We're off.
Just moving back the number of spaces that I moved him forward.
She's right. How many spaces did you move it?
Well, how the hell should I know?
You mean you don't remember how many spaces you moved that thing just a second ago?
Well, I guess I'm just too stupid ever to grab the goddamn dice up the face.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to know you can move one of the yellow men? Could we go back just to do it?
Put your mind at ease, sir. We gypsies have ways of finding things out.
Oh, that's right. You guys have crystal balls.
Cards. Concentrate with me, sir.
I lost a girlfriend to the sharks, you know that? Yeah, we were over in Hawaii. She jumped off the front of this sailboat and tried to swim to shore. Got about 40 yards from the shore and Great white hitter. She'd have made it, too, if... She'd have made it if she hadn't been wearing her lucky AM.
I want to be Captain America. It's a living. Oh, I'm so sorry. He left. He left first. He left first.
If you were going to make a list of the top 10 gigglers of all time on television, hands down, topping that list would be Steve Allen. And I asked Steve to tell us to what he attributes this silly honor.
So I've always laughed easily. I laugh at everything. My children, my dog, my wife, Jane, World War II. It was all ridiculous.
Steve's classic breakup as Bill Allen, the sportscaster, made television history, and I asked him, what in the world made him break up?
Something about my hair. In those days, they didn't have men's hairspray. It was all, greasy kid stuff. And my hair looked dumb, and that started me laughing, and then it just went out of control totally after that.
Good evening, this is your old Indian sportscaster. Stupid jerk Bill Allen bringing you, how are you, the complete sports roundup in the world of sports for all you jerky sports out there in Sportsland. Well, what's new in sports? I'll tell you what's new. The 1958 ouch baseball season is getting underway with the annual... Good night, folks. Serious. Annual spring... Here we go. Now. We're this good. All right. The annual spring training warm-up. The big league teams are all at the spring training headquarters around the country. Let's see what's happening. And I give you Bill Allen's baseball scoop. Scoop! You're a better man than I am there.
We'll be right back with some wonderful flubs from Gary Coleman, Dom DeLuise, and many more.
I started Wendy's with one restaurant and a philosophy. Give people a hamburger fixed the way they want it, and don't make them wait for it. Given that, why would anyone go anyplace else?
Ain't no reason. Like that, Mr. Smooth here gets his without onions.
Give me a single Wendy's hamburger with ketchup, pickle, and lettuce. Oh, add cheese. Oh, forget the ketchup and put on a tomato.
Wendy's ain't no reason to go anyplace else.
Ford calls Escort the world car with better ideas from around the world. Plymouth Horizon's an American car with some pretty good ideas, too. How do they compare? In an independent test, 50 Americans judged. For styling, Horizon won. For driving ease and riding comfort, Horizon won. Horizon was rated superior overall to Escort's world car, 43-7. Guess that makes Horizon the world beater. From Plymouth.
Test drive and compare our Horizon to Escort. We're so confident we'll pay you $50 no matter which car you buy.
When your lights go out.
Where's the flashlight?
In that drawer, but it's been there for ages. It'll never work.
Sure it will. It's got Duracell batteries in it. These Duracell batteries have been in storage for 2 years. Will they work? Yes. And in test after test after test, 2-year-old Duracell batteries worked every time. Duracell. The copper top battery. No regular battery looks like it.
Or lasts like it.
Tomorrow, National League Super Slugger Dave Collins sparks the Cincinnati Reds against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Plus, George Brett and the KC Royals take on the Boston Red Sox.
It's an all-new 2-hour movie, Hill Street Blues. They're cops just trying to do their job.
She's with me, Chuck.
I want everybody to put
They want to make the streets safe.
Hasn't gotten any better out there, Frank.
But death waits in every alley. You must see the best show of the year, Tuesday at 9, 8 Central Mountain on NBC.
Well, welcome back. The English refer to it as a dry. In America, we call it drawing a blank. But no matter what you call it, some of the funniest scenes never to make it to the screen are scenes where the actors simply can't remember their next lines.
Is it bad? What, are you kidding? I wish I had shoulders that good. You know, the only pain you're going to feel is when you find out that I don't know the rest of this line.
Of course, I should have shared a little presence of mine.
Hank, those college film spots are really terrific. I just think they're great. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're very proud of those, you know. Well, you should be. They're good. I'd like to compliment you on the wonderful music you've been writing. Writing? Yeah. Hank, those college film spots are just really something else. I think they're great. Thank you very much. We're very proud of those, man. You should be. I'd like to compliment you on my clothes. Hank, those college film spots are really terrific. I just think they're great. Thank you very much. We're very proud of those, you know. Well, you should be. And I'd like to, changing the subject just a little bit, I'd like to go out with me, maybe?
Wait a second. Look, you know what it's like in this war. You've been in it all your life. You know, you've been out there. You know, listen, don't you read the papers?
Listen to him. He knows.
You're going to ask.
I'm not afraid of you.
I'm afraid of you. You've been here less than 12 hours, and you've caused more chaos than we've ever had as well.
Easy for him to say, but if you don't want to take his word for it, I asked an expert, a seasoned veteran, Gary Coleman.
Well, I know a couple of lines I messed up. I get a word screwed up or something, and you know how you go, or, you know, just spit out all the bad words. We usually do that, or either we go, oh, okay, fine. Or, you know, that kind of thing to save us from being embarrassed, which we usually are when we make a mistake.
Believe me, he's a mean kid.
Yeah, if the Gooch traced his roots, he'd find out his great-grandfather, well... That's why we mess up sometimes. We mostly mess up like that.
Now, here are some scenes that definitely will not be found in any script. Watch Brenda Vaccaro dropping in on George Hamilton, and I guarantee this is not the way you'll see it in the film.
Tomorrow night.
Oh, you'll never guess who showed up.
Who?
Zorro.
It's Zorro?
Yes.
He must be 85 years old by now.
Well, he looks marvelous. And he made a complete fool out of Esteban.
With Esteban, there's so much material to work with.
Oh, that's exactly what Zorro would have said.
Let me help you, honey.
It's a very Zorro. So, this is your bedroom.
Put his food down in his stomach and start some warm water lavaging of the thing of the putting inside the body.
That's great.
Thank you. I want that autograph.
And it has the autograph and just put...
I see it's on there.
And incidentally, the vice president has one of his balls for you, too.
I've never tackled a girl in my life.
What are you, some kind of pervert?
I happen to be a complete heterosexual.
It would be wise if you were safely spirited out of Paris.
Perhaps you're right. Good thinking. We'll pick it up right after this play.
I think it's the RAF. Every Christmas I waited for you.
Here are some scenes from the Burt Reynolds film Cannonball Run. Now, Dean Martin and Sammy Davis play two con men posing as priests.
Because if I had enough time, I would take those rosary bleeds and stuff them up your nose.
These bleeds? Those bleeds. You gonna take these and stuff them up? I take these bleeds here.
The movie is The World's Greatest Lover. The star is Dom DeLuise. But keep your eye on the actor on the right. He's the masseur. The man does not say a word, but he steals the whole scene.
Out of 11,000 men to pick from, all I need is 3 finalists, and I can't find one. Doesn't stink.
Mr. Zitz.
What?
Look at that fella.
Ah. I'm so sorry. Out of
Mr. Zitz.
What?
Mr. Zitz.
What?
What? Look at that fella.
Ooh. All I want is 3 finalists, and I can't find one. Doesn't stink.
Mr. Zitz.
What?
Look at that fella.
We'll be back with one of the world's most famous commercial groups.
I'm getting better with Bactine, 'cause Bactine are better for me. I'm getting better with Bactine, 'cause my sunburn's not hurting me.
Now Bactine has a pain-relieving anesthetic that foams on without stinging to help relieve the pain of sunburn, cuts, and scrapes.
I'm getting better with Bactine, 'cause Bactine are better for me.
New pain-relieving Bactine.
Not better for me.
You can't beat dirty stains by fighting clean. Get tough. Unleash the power of Liquid Shout, the one and only stain remover with the triple-powered jet. It concentrates power, penetrates deep, way down low where the tough stains dig in, and Shout fights all through the wash until stains
Goodbye. And good riddance.
go down the drain. Get back at the tough stain, unleash the power, and shout it out.
Coming up, the inside story of why a scene goes bad.
On a 2-hour BJ, a sexy saboteur sets him up for a drug bust. Then it's the Texas Rangers, modern-day cops patrolling the Wild West, Saturday on NBC.
Good evening. The University of Utah Toxicology Lab is now involved in that investigation of mysterious hospital deaths in California. I visited the lab today. I'll have a report at 10. Reese Stein will interview a group of snowbird mountain climbers. They plan to climb 2 of the largest mountains in the U.S. and do it this month. And Michael Rossen will continue his series, I Don't Want to Be Fat. Tonight, people who think they're fat when they're not anymore. A fresh look at all the news, weather, and sports on Newswatch 2 at 10.
I know my diesels, so take it from me. Diesel Chevette costs you less at the pump and gives you more MPG.
Your Chevy dealers got it. The Diesel Chevette, with America's lowest diesel price. Diesel Chevette, with all the durability, economy, and mileage you need. Like 55 MPG on the highway, 40 around town. Diesel Chevette is here.
Deal yourself a Diesel Chevette at your Salt Lake Valley Chevrolet dealers.
Steak we built our reputation on. Sirloin Stockades Original Sizzlin' Sirloin. On special Thursday through Sunday for just $2.99 at participating Sirloin Stockades.
Randall Carlisle, 10 tonight. Name, but Stelany promised us.
Welcome back to TV's Censored Bloopers.
I'd like you to meet one of television's most popular actresses. She's an Emmy Award winner, and right now she's getting rave reviews in a motion picture called Improper Channels, opposite Alan Arkin. Ladies and gentlemen, Mariette Hartley. doing your Milton Berle act. You didn't tell me you were going to do that.
Gosh, how do you follow Milt?
You know, we were talking about actors making mistakes and bloopers and all. Now, you're a good laugher, I know, because I saw
I'm a terrible laugher. I laugh all the time.
This is in improper channels, a
Yes.
very dramatic scene,
Yes.
heavy things going on.
Yes.
Now, what I don't understand is in the middle, you get sort of a glazed look over your eyes.
That's when it happens. See, that's the telltale sign. It was
was
awful. It
going
was a
on?
very serious scene. I'm trying to get my daughter back, and I'm posing as this overly zealous social worker's mother who had taken our daughter. So I'm on the phone now saying hello to the hospital. I want my daughter. This is Gloria's mother.
Well, are you talking to anybody, really?
Well, the toughest part about doing telephone things on screen, nobody thinks about this, is that you don't talk to anybody. You have to make up the answers as you go. And I couldn't do it. I was doing it terribly. So I said to Alan Arkin, who has all the voices in the world, you go up into the house in the bedroom and you do somebody's voice. Just do it.
That was your first mistake.
That was the first mistake, because I ended up talking to his Aunt Bertha, his mother, his father's little daughter. Hi, Annie.
No, wait. Let me show the scene.
Everything okay?
All right. Here, this is what happened.
Hello, Fred. Oh, is Fred there? I know. It's a terrible, terrible time to call, Mrs. Reeves. But this is Diana Martley. Hi. Is Fred there? Wait a minute. Hello? Hello, is Fred there, please? No, I can't. You don't understand. This is an emergency, Mrs. Reeves. Please, will you get him up? Would you just punch him over there and... I don't care if he'll kill you, Mrs. Reeves. Will you please just get him on the phone? Will you get Fred on the phone, Mrs. Reeves, please? It can't hold.
That's terrific. Really.
I love doing those things. You know, there are a lot more fluffs in commercials than there are in features, Dick, because as little Ricky Schroeder, who starred in The Champ, puts it, in commercials you have a big glob of words and a lot of things to do, and you only have 30 seconds to do it in. Well, here are some commercials, I'm sure, that started out with everyone saying, what could possibly go wrong?
And you know, Peter Pan is made to stay good as gold, fresh and moist, any time at all, from the first big swoop off the top of the jar right down to the last little bit at the bottom. So for happy young faces, at all times, make sure you've got Peter Pan peanut butter on hand at bedtimes, all times. Or do you?
Now, this is a 24-year-old commercial. Watch the little boy let his fingers do the walking. Watch the boy.
Lisa? Hi there. What is this? Oh, upside down.
Now, if this is a familiar sight to you, then you haven't been paying attention. Shame on you. Stop hiding your furniture with old bedspread.
Now, you asked me if we could dig up some commercials. We got one, what you loved as a kid, is that it?
It's my all-time favorite. It's the one with Betty Furness and the refrigerator door. Do you remember that one? You don't remember it. You're too young.
I remember? Hang in.
This wonderful new Westinghouse refrigerator. It always keeps itself frost-free. Somebody's playing games. So ordinarily, it's completely automatic. There's never anything that you have to do. And the secret is inside here. Yes. I think we've left off the current. At any rate, inside, there is a magic counter button, and it's the sign of the frost-free system. You never have to worry about it. You never have to touch it. You never have to defrost the freezer or the refrigerator. And here's why. You see, there's a little magic counter button up here, and every time you open and close the door, a small amount of frost enters by the warm, moist air. And when the door has been opened and closed enough times, that is about 60 times, well, the magic counter button sends a signal that starts the frost-free system to work. You see, the door opens completely automatically.
Now, big surprise for you. We tracked down Betty Furness in New York and tried to find out why the door never opened. You'll never guess what she said.
That's really a blooper on top of a blooper because it wasn't me. I was in Pittsburgh that night at Westinghouse headquarters watching the show right along with the public. It was June Graham who took my place, and she handled the situation brilliantly. So let's set the record straight and give credit where it's due on this now historic clip.
Now, here is one of my all-time favorites, Mary. At the time was, the late 50s. It was on the Steve Allen Show with John Cameron Swayze. Something that could not possibly happen, happened.
We've attached my Timex directly to the propeller blade, as you see here. Now we'll submerge it in the tank. And all right, let's go. Now just imagine, the Timex watch on that propeller, let's lift her out, has been slashed through the water on that blade to the tune of 4,500 revolutions per minute. What a test for a waterproof, shock-resistant watch. It was such a test that it threw the watch off in the tank, and I'm very sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, because we had it all arranged so you would get a picture of that sweep hand still working, as it did perfectly during numerous rehearsals here tonight, I assure you.
And the lovely part is, he never stopped. Now, John Cameron Swayze, one of the most distinguished newscasters of all time, goes down in history, probably being remembered looking for a watch, hanging on a nail somewhere in a studio in New York.
You know, speaking of newscasters, I ought to know this. The news has its share of unplanned miscues. And here's a special collection starting with the classic. This is one of my favorite ladies. Watch Mrs. Harry S. Truman, the First Lady, who will christen no plane before its time.
Keep your eye on the officers down in front. I mean, they've been through wars. Now watch them duck for cover. Whoop, watch out. Keep your eye on the left there. Men with a hammer coming up. There you go. Save the day.
Port of Baltimore handles a wide variety of British goods, from bicycles to automobiles, from synthetic latex to the finest Scotch whiskies. According to the local distributors, the Port of Baltimore handles a wide variety of British goods. Yeah, that should be the last one. The Port of Baltimore handles a wide variety of British goods, from bicycles to...
Suit brought by the U.S. Olympic hopefuls who want to go to Moscow has been thrown out of federal court. President Carter met with Lord Killonen today and told him no way will the U.S. go to Moscow with Soviet troops in Afghanistan. Apparently he whispered.
Over the weekend, Lieutenant General Nguyen Van Thu, Chief of State and military candidate for president, finally showed up at a rally with the civilian candidates. That story from Charles Murphy in South Vietnam. We'll get that story from Charles, not quite ready yet. In the meantime, at the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri, the 6th annual meeting of the Midwestern Governors Conference opens today. High on the agenda will be such topics as racial violence in the cities and politics 1968. For a report, here is Don Oliver at the conference. Well, we'll have that report a little later, too. The so-called Torch of Peace is moving slowly across the continent from San Francisco this morning in the hands of a relay of runners. It is a peace campaign of a new kind. That story from John Dancy in San Francisco. You're kidding. Well, we'll have that story a little later on. We'll have to find time for all of these things. Are we going to try for some of these stories now? We're ready. Over the weekend, as we told you, Lieutenant General Van Tu, who is one of the presidential candidates in South Vietnam, finally started some campaigning with the civilians. And here's that story now from Charles Murphy in South Vietnam. So what page do you want, Larry? Do the weather. Probably won't get the weatherman.
Here's a man who says what he means and means what he says, if he can figure it out.
Through the illicit traffic, and that they cramped down, to us. There was much papers. There are times, they think that I should handle. Now, as far as the profit is concerned, it leaves me hardly any profit at all. So, when I get through with my day's work, I just actually, I put in the time, but as far as the money is concerned, it leaves me so little, to take home.
We believe that the situation, the deterioration of the military situation is a product of the deterioration of the political situation. And the political situation has deteriorated since May or June 1966.
Let's make the situation clear. Now, here is a White House briefing. The spokesman is Mr. Bill Moyers, the very distinguished press secretary to the President of the United States of America, President Lyndon Baines Johnson. You can tell by the formality with which he conducts this meeting that this man means business.
Off the record and for your guidance, there will be surprise disaster drill at the hospital at 10 tomorrow morning. While you're over here, we're going to leave over there. Let me compose myself. I'm advising you of this because there was... Because probably at 10 o'clock the hospital is going to disgorge 60 60 simulated casualties. And that they wanted you to know off the record that it's going to happen. Commander Ray says photographers will be welcome.
Thank you so much. We'll be back in a moment with some props that don't function and some animals that do.
I've got an investment that may surprise you. The Oldsmobile Omega. If you bought Omega during the last year or so, chances are you could sell it today and get back just about what you paid. How come? Well, it isn't just the great economy, or the front-wheel drive, or the roominess, or its popularity. Remember, it's an Oldsmobile, and no other small car is. Omega.
Your cat is your friend and he depends on you to take good care of him. Purina Cat Chow. Purina Cat Chow. You can depend on Purina Cat Chow. Purina Cat Chow. Chow, chow, chow.
He depends on me for loving care, and I depend on Purina Cat Chow to give him great taste and nutrition.
Purina Cat Chow. You can depend on Purina Cat Chow. Purina Cat Chow. Chow, chow, chow.
Honey! When did you put this in the tank?
2 weeks ago, just before vacation.
We're just back and look, corroded metal tank parts. These 4-month colorless toilet cleaners have a corrosive